and welcome to the BBPN show. My name is Melissa Williams and I will be your guest host. We're going to have a great show for you, very informative, exciting, and fun. We're going to have dancers, singers, celebrities, celebrities, rappers, producers, artists, entrepreneurs, and much, much more. So just sit back and enjoy the show. Hi, and welcome to the new edition of the BBPN show. We are now on at a different day and a different time. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Just want to remind you. And today we're here with R&B singer Aaron Russian. Hi, Aaron. Welcome to the show.
How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Great. I wanted to know, I know you as Aaron Russian and the R&B singer, and I've heard a lot of your songs, but what is your stage name?
My stage name is The Party, but it's pronounced The Party, but it's spelled one word. And it means, what it actually is it's my initials are in the name, Aaron Russian, so if you get to the R, the AR in the party, that's what that stands for, AR. And then the T after that, it really symbolizes art, which is what I like to make. I call it art. So that's why my name is The Party.
Okay. So you put some thought into this before you just came out with the name.
Yes, definitely. Contrary to prior belief, people really didn't think that if I was going with a popular trend that was happening. But initially, that was my original thought with the name. It was to go, excuse me, it was to go with my first name, my last name, and just combine it, make it subliminal.
Oh, okay. So, the name Aaron Russian. So you would rather be called The Party?
Yes, definitely, or Party. I try to make my friends do it all the time. But doesn't really work out.
And that's what most people call you. Tell us a little bit more about who you are and your other talents. You're an R&B singer, and you do other things besides that.
Well, yes, as you know, I'm a recording artist, R&B singer, but also I'm a producer, and I'm signed to a production label called Tech Support Productions, and we work with artists who performed at the Grammys in February. His name is John Thomas, and we produced his EP, you would call it. It's called Chasing Shadows. You can look for that online. And we also produce for Fred.
You said we produce.
Yeah, Tech Support. It's like, I don't know if you're familiar with the Neptunes, Pharrell, Chad Hugo. It's kind of like that. It's three producers. It's me, it's Gerald Braithwaite, and it's Al Shelton. And we all work together and we make our beats together. We all feed off each other's ideas. That's why, like, when you see my project, it's going to say produced by Tech Support on certain songs that I produced with them, and then there's certain songs that I went out and worked with other producers on. So that's why it's going to say The Party and somebody else.
So you do a multitude of things.
Yes.
Okay. Are you also managing yourself as well?
I really, to say the least, yes I am, but I have a lot of help from Big Music Radio. I have a lot of help from Tech Support, 5 Grand Entertainment. A lot of people who give me tips and help me out and look out for me.
And look out for you?
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh, in recording, you do your own recording?
Yes, we're on my own recording.
Get out of here. And you engineer and edit your own music as well?
Oh yes, I love the fact that I don't have to go to a studio and record, because set time, like time limit sessions are kind of like, not that they're great for somebody who, who just does the norm, but when you really want to sit there and you want to post-produce your music, like, a lot of my songs have like very intricate outros, and they're just really like, they're like kind of like live music feels, and it's hard to do that within an hour, 2 hours time.
Okay. So do you study music as well? Do you have a vocalist?
I did study music, but I mean, I
This
felt
comes
like
natural for
pretty
you?
much,
all
yeah,
of this that you're doing?
Yeah, it's all my family. All my family does it, so it's kind of like me just falling in line.
Wow. Okay. Sounds good. So you actually write your own songs?
Yes. Actually, chance, I actually like to sing one for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Give us something.
Okay, first of all, I would like to give a backdrop on the story of the song. It's called Love Letter. When me and producer, the sound professor, JW sound professor, we were making the beat together, and like, once he played me the beat, it had a lot of drums on it, and I was like, it's nice like that, but you know what, I think we should take all of these drums out and just keep it very subtle, make it like a love story, a love letter.
Okay.
And at the time, well, I'm still currently in a relationship with my current girlfriend, and the whole concept of the song kind of just fed off the relationship that I'm in right now. So It's pretty much inspired by her. Initially, the whole project is kind of inspired by her, but we'll delve into that like a little later. But I'll start. It's so unusual, the way you spark my interest. All of this time I invest into you. Girl, the way you turn me on, it's like a favorite song that I play for you. It's so magical, the feelings you inspire. I want the world to know you're the one that I desire. No matter where I go, no matter who I know, who I know. I'll be sure to write you a love letter, love letter, love letter. You're like my favorite song, like Sierra Leone, a pilot Joe.
Very nice. Nice. I know that you have your inspirations for your music, but before you tell me, I'm going to say a couple of names. You tell me what you feel about them. Okay?
I'm listening.
Drake.
I knew it.
I couldn't help it.
Hey.
I couldn't help it.
Hey, you know what? I did, to be honest, I did the whole rapper-singer, like, more consistent thing back in about '09 when Drake was really starting to get popular. But I took it kind of like from Ryan Leslie. That's who I got that style from.
And that's who I was going to say next.
Yeah.
So you admire him.
I mean, I like it. My thing is, I definitely look at myself first, and I don't do anything that's not authentic to me. But at the same time, you have to respect what's going on around you. And Drake's and the Ryan Leslie's.
Yes.
And, you know, they're there. And sometimes that's why, like, when I work on my project, I don't listen to their music too much because I don't want it to start, like, interfering with my sound.
Yes.
Because I have my own sound, my own identity.
And what is that sound? What type of music would you consider yourself?
I mean, I consider myself R&B, but it's more along the lines of just it's more soul because it's depth. Everything I write about, everything I perform, is strictly from experience, strictly from the heart.
So then, what about artists from back in that were probably before your time? Do you listen to any of them? Marvin Gaye?
Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, Prince, the essentials.
Okay.
For anybody coming up, you have to know where your idols came from.
Okay.
I listened to Usher. I was a very big Usher fan growing up. I like Mario. A lot of people say that my style is sometimes similar to Mario's. Chris Brown is pretty cool.
Okay. Yes.
I listen to a lot of one of my friends who's actually like kind of gaming thing. His name is B Major. So yeah, somebody else I listen to a lot.
But what makes you unique? Do you think?
What makes me unique is the ability to be able to listen to all these artists and not get influenced, but also at the same time be completely independent and do everything on my own. Because I know B Major, he produces and he sings and he songwrites and he raps. So he's maybe one of the only one who I can say put in that category with me. And Ryan Leslie also, but a lot of people don't do the things, or they're not multifaceted like we are as far as that goes.
How long does it take you to write a song?
You want the honest answer?
Yes.
The honest answer is I don't really write. I kind of like adapt the dream style of writing, which is kind of like trial and error, just playing it back and forth. So it usually can take within 5 minutes to an hour, 2 hours. Like one song off the project, I did it like kind of last night. And with that song, it took me 2 or 3 hours to get it because I wanted the harmonies, I wanted everything to fit so well. But the songwriting initially took me like 5 minutes.
Do you work with other artists, women artists as well?
Oh yeah.
Do you have anybody on doing background vocals on the songs, or are you doing everything?
Oh no, actually on the project I have one song with my sister. She's my cousin, but when family lives with you long enough, so you adapt that title. So my sister, here on my show, she is actually on there doing a song with me. It's great.
Where are you from?
I'm from Long Branch, New Jersey.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, born and raised here?
Born here. I moved around. I moved to Georgia for a little bit, and then came back to Long Branch. We moved to Brick for a little bit. So I've been pretty much it was either Georgia or it was in New Jersey. Didn't go too far from that.
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Oh,
You said you are in a relationship, just for those young ladies who are watching.
I just turned 23 actually. My birthday was September the 8th.
Okay, well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much.
I'm my birthday's in September as well, September 16th.
My brother's
Are
the
we both
15th.
Virgos? You're Virgo as well?
Virgo.
Okay. Yep, very down to
The
earth
best sign.
people. Okay, very honest. You said that you had various recording deals with
Yes.
different labels. Can you
Oh, yes.
give us a little information? Just name drop,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, I had a situation with Def Jam back in 2010.
With Def Jam?
Def Jam, Island
Okay.
Def Jam. It was but it was kind of like, it wasn't, excuse me, wasn't doing the music that I do now. I was doing like kind of like pop rap, but more like the mainstream rap that is out now. I was doing that type of stuff.
Wait. What's pop rap?
Like, I guess popular rap that you hear nowadays. Like, it's really like, I don't want to say the substance is low, but it's just like, it's party fused, party based, but now I feel like,
Who would you say does, just so keep me up to speed, because I don't know, who does pop rap now? Just somebody.
Big Sean, really. Big Sean does
Okay.
it. I know a lot of 2 Chainz music is party rap. Just people who are mostly known popularly for making club bangers or
Oh.
songs that are going out songs.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what, and that's you, and you've done that.
done that.
You can give me a little bit right now? 'Cause
Oh,
I-
no.
We can't do
I'm
that right
trying to
now?
get past that. My
Okay.
friends don't.
So you're not, so your music is more just strictly singing, you don't want to do any rapping? at
I
this
mean,
time?
it's kind of like when I feel like it. I rap when I feel like it.
Okay.
Sometimes I get the urge, like maybe I'll be inspired by a Jay-Z album, or by a Drake album, or by somebody who's rapping, or a J. Cole actually. But often, I definitely like singing. I like melodies. I like harmonies. I love to be able to put that together like that. So you don't really get me singing. You don't really get me rapping as much anymore.
So I'm sorry, I interrupted you. You had a situation with Def Jam.
Yes, that. I mean, it was a learning experience. It also taught me humility, and it taught me to be humble. Because I felt like, oh, I got this deal, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I didn't work for it. I didn't work hard at it. I thought everything was just going to come to me. And then I lost it, just like that.
What did you do? What did you not do? You said you didn't work for it.
I didn't
you just
work
kinda
for it, and I
just-
wasn't humble. I was very arrogant.
Wow.
I was
And that
like,
happens,
oh.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you basically go out and tell everybody already immediately that you had this deal sealed, or you just?
Not really, but it was more like, it was an inner thing. I was telling like my personal friends, I was telling people that close to me, watch out, or be like, I'm about to be out of here. But initially, like, I didn't work hard, I didn't do it the right way. So now I know for future experiences how to go about that situation and be very thankful, be very humble. Because if you don't humble yourself, God will humble you.
Wow. So the next time an opportunity arises, what will you do differently?
Everything. I'll be grateful. I'll be grateful, and I don't feel like that I deserve it, because initially there's so many other great artists, great talents out there that need to be recognized. Like, you need to be grateful that yours is being recognized. That's kind of how I come to the game now. Being grateful.
Wow. I'm just sitting here because I'm just like, this is good. I mean, I didn't know that I was going to hear this today. You had a situation, a chance to make it big,
Yeah.
and you realize now what you did wrong. Just basically, and now you know for the next time, and hopefully you will get another chance.
I had a few other chances at that, but
But you're not going to do this anymore.
oh no, it wasn't. But I feel like every time I get to the
Gotta work
door,
hard.
something happens.
But you always have to continue to give more,
Oh, yeah,
no matter
definitely.
what.
Definitely. You have to be consistent.
Yes.
And you have to
You have to
persevere.
follow up,
Definitely.
answer the phone.
Yes, definitely.
Communication is key. I
Yes.
mean, give some advice to others.
Oh.
If somebody comes to them and says, listen, let's sign you today, what would you tell them?
First of all, I would have somebody. I would tell you to get a lawyer, but if you can't afford a lawyer, have somebody you trust look over your contract. First of all, you don't want to sign anything. You don't want to just put your name on anything, because you never know what you'll be signing. But along those lines, just pretty much take every opportunity as a chance. Never feel too big-headed. That was my problem. I felt too big-headed at times. Like, I felt like they owed this to me. I was like, oh, I'm the best out here, stuff like that. Just really arrogant. And then, you know what? It came around, and it hit hard. So pretty much just don't be
And
arrogant.
I hope that you get another chance because I believe you. I believe that you're real. I believe you're humble, and I believe you've learned something. Aaron Rushing, the party.
The party.
What publications have you been featured in?
Well, for producing, I've been featured on the Grammy website via John Thomas. I've been on World Star for producing.
World Star,
World Star
the
Hip Hop.
blog?
Yes.
Really?
Yep, I was on there for producing.
How long ago was that? Because I'm on World Star every day.
I want to say it was around maybe April.
I was to say you have a cool look. So, you know, it's a look that transcends, and I think that somebody's going to see you, somebody's going to pick you up. You know, I like the glasses. Of course, I have mine, but I think your glasses look cool on you.
Thank you.
And so, what other? You said you were on World Star.
Yes, World Star. We were in Vibe magazine twice.
Wow.
Nice. This is all for production, so it's kind of like me trying to really step out as an artist right now.
Okay.
I've been featured on blogs and websites before, but they're like over in Canada, but nothing really hit so hard over here.
Where have you performed? Anywhere outside of Monmouth County?
Not really. I mean, I performed at like all the colleges around this area, Ryder, TCNJ, Monmouth. I performed there, but.
Good. And so tell us, give us a little information. How do you get those jobs? What's important that you have? Because some people don't have, like, you need a press kit,
I mean,
right?
You
need a biography,
what
do you have to give to them?
What you have to give to them is you have to sell yourself, and you have to give them. You don't need a press kit because if you have a website like a Reverb Nation,
okay,
not really big enough the publication, but if you have like a website where they can see your pictures, see your music, and see your bio, that serves as a press kit. A lot of people don't realize that. You don't need to get anything fancy pressed up and emailed.
Oh, okay.
Because your digital EPK is what they're calling it now.
Okay.
It's your MySpace pages, your fan pages, any place that you can go, like your SoundCloud.
Okay.
Any place you can go and find your music, find out what you're about, that's what they're looking for.
But it does work in your favor if you have a bio typed up, because when I say to most people that want to be on the show, the guidelines are, I ask, just email me your biography, just an outline of who you are, what you've done. And this is simple. It's, you can ask somebody to type this up for you, also put a picture of yourself on there. And because you know why, most people, it's easier to just have this already done. Professional bio, you can type it yourself, or you can just have someone type it for you. But always have it ready, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's easier, it's more simple to just send it through an email.
Exactly, it kind of lets people meet you before they meet you.
Yes.
So they kind of know what to expect, or they kind of think to know what to expect.
Did you type your own biography that you sent me?
Actually, I did. I did that, and I've been kind of updating it since 2009 when I started to take my.
Please tell people you have to continuously
continue
update everything.
Yes,
from
update
your
everything.
Bio to your websites to your Facebook page.
I think stay on top of your game. Stay on top of your media game.
Don't just put it there and leave it, right? For it to work on its own.
Right, because it'll get old and then they don't know what you've done recently. Especially if you keep moving.
It's always about what the last thing you did, correct?
Exactly.
You have to keep So you make beats, you do it all. What kind of beats do you make?
I make all types of beats. I remember.
How'd you learn how to do that?
Pretty much I just wanted to learn one day, so I picked it up. My they do gospel music, so like my mom sings and songwrites and plays piano. My aunts, they all sing. My grandmother sang.
Really?
My uncles play the bass, play the drums. So music is in my family. Like some of my family members actually like my cousin LaShawn played for like Ryan Leslie. My cousin Darren was on tour with Eve. I think he's still on tour with Eve. But like music is really in my family, and it's just like.
Do you play any instruments?
Yes, I play the piano, I play the drums, and I play the bass a little bit.
So we have another Ryan Leslie right here, right? You do it all. Get out of town.
I try not to look at it like Ryan Leslie because I can't be Ryan Leslie.
You can't be Ryan Leslie,
I want to be me.
You want to be.
I want to be myself. Aaron, the party, all those names.
Oh, well, okay, Aaron, the party. Can you give us another? Before I ask you to do another song, do you have an album coming out?
Yes, I do have an album coming out November the 4th. It's actually called Cecilia 23, but it's playlist backwards.
Now you talk very fast.
Sorry.
So let's do this again. The album is coming out when?
The album is coming out November 4th.
Okay.
And it's called Playlist 23. The playlist is spelled backwards. I guess to just give off a fun vibe, a fun edge. Right.
Okay, Playlist 23, and it's spelled backwards, so what does that mean?
It's spelled, playlist, the word playlist is spelled backwards. It's pronounced like Cecilia.
Okay.
But those who know initially know it's Playlist 23.
Okay, so when you say it's coming out November 23rd, what does that mean? November 4th, what does that mean? Coming out where?
I mean, I'll put it
on
out.
iTunes, where?
I don't think I'm going to do iTunes with this because there's a lot of sampling that, you know, we want to clear before we actually delve into doing that. Mm-hmm. But I will probably put it up on hotnewhiphop.com because I have a good rapport with that website.
Hotnewhiphop.com? That's a new, see, I didn't know about that site. Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of budding, they're on the rise.
Okay. Why not iTunes?
iTunes is pretty much, I can't really put it up for, I want to say, profit, because I don't own like the samples. We use samples.
Oh, okay.
Love Letter, we use samples on a number of the songs.
Okay.
But, so we're trying to steer clear of being sued.
Okay, and is the music being played on the internet web radio show, or?
Oh yeah, we're working on getting the singles out. The single Back to You is actually on iTunes now. One of the original songs that me and a good friend of mine, Paul Tyree, who's also a producer and he's talented. He's worked with a lot of people in the industry.
And how many songs on the album?
7.
7 songs.
7 songs.
And give us one of the singles name and just give us a little taste of what's going to be on there. Is this song that you just did, is that going to be on there?
Oh yeah. Love Letter is going to be on there.
Love Letter. I love that song, by the way. It's one of my favorite songs.
We might actually release that sometime in October. That might be the
second. As a single?
Yes, it might be the second single.
Love Letter might be released as a single. Very nice.
Yes.
Give us another song. Just give us
song.
a little snippet so we can get more familiar with who you are.
Actually, one of the singles off the upcoming project is actually out on iTunes already. It's called Back to You.
Okay.
And it samples a song from one of my favorite movies. It's called Strictly Business with Halle Berry, Joseph C. Phillips, and Tommy Davidson.
Okay.
Tommy Davidson is one of my favorite actors of all time. But it's called Back to You, and it samples a song by Jeff Reed called You Called and Told Me. And it goes something like this. We were so happy together when we first met. Yeah. Then you started acting crazy. Oh baby, what's happening? Oh baby, what's happening? All my homies told me you would break my heart. Well, I know she won't do that. Now she got me feeling like the Jackson 5. Oh baby, I want you back. You know it's bad. Oh baby, I know it's bad. Yeah baby, I can't keep coming back to you.
Nice.
Thank you.
I can't wait until you do a show around here. And I think you will soon, because I'm hearing some good stuff, and I think that, somebody will book you, or you'll book yourself in a couple of shows, right?
Definitely.
And hopefully some people that are watching will be there at the show and keep in touch with you. Before I ask you the next question, can you tell us how to get in touch with you? Give us a little information. Are you on Twitter, Facebook? How do you get booked?
The best way to reach me is, there's 3 ways you can reach me. You can reach me at Twitter. My Twitter is, we're going to go with the @ the X party, all one word. That's Twitter formats. You can reach me on Facebook. You can just search my real name, Aaron Rushing.
Aaron, look for him on Facebook.
Aaron
Aaron
Rushing.
Okay. Yes. Or you can also find him on my Facebook page, Melissa Williams, and you'll see him in my list.
Possibly.
On my friends list. Okay.
And the third way to reach me is, I've been kind of slowing down with it, but I've been pretty active on Instagram. So also the same name as my Twitter, which is the X Party. All of those, it's just like that.
The X Party?
Yes.
And that's on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay.
Instagram and Twitter are the same. My Instagram and my Twitter handles are the same.
Okay, very good. And that's where they can book you. Do you have any upcoming shows right now? No, you just have the album coming out.
Just the album coming
Very
out.
good. And let me ask you, you talk about audio art.
Yes.
Can you elaborate? What does that mean?
Actually, what happened was when I was working on a rap project that I was doing, I was just kind of like developing different sounds, and my cousin Choice Schwartz, he was like, this is like dope, because it's actually like it's audio art, but it's actually called audio dope. You know, like if somebody says like something is extra good, they call it like, they say it's dope, like that's dope music.
Okay.
So we're just making audio dope.
You like to mix in the arts with your music.
Yes.
Is that where we're going with this? And that's a good.
It's more along the lines of it's just pretty much holding your productions and holding everything you do to a certain standard.
And
that's what it is.
I understand.
I
Because I like to call
standard.
business art. I like to kind of put it together. And I also realize in some music I've heard Jay-Z refer to Basquiat, who is an artist, who, if many of you are not familiar, he was a black artist, and he died from an overdose, I believe. I don't know if you know the story, but I've seen it. Yeah, it's been on television. But a lot of people refer to the arts in their songs, and I've seen you do that a lot.
First song on this album is actually called Picasso Baby, so
yes,
he's into art.
Yes, okay. And so, okay, the audio art. When you do your covers, do you have a cover for your new DVD? I mean, excuse me, your new CD?
Yes, I do. I wish I had pressed it ready to go, but
to show us. I wish you had even brought something here to show us.
Yeah.
And also, do you have any YouTube videos? Are you thinking about?
I'm getting into YouTube.
Now
I'm
listen,
getting back into YouTube.
Are you ready to do a video for one of your songs?
Yeah, I'm ready. We're working on
So
those right now.
you don't have any right now?
No, we're taking the time with this pretty much. We have a whole, the project is done now, so we pretty much have a whole month to really go out and promote it properly.
When you perform, is it just you, or is it you and your team?
Well, I have a team, but that's like, they're more like along the lines of promoting.
Oh, okay.
So they promote me. They're actually a childhood crew that we have called Kick Nation. And we got the name initially because we all had the sidekick phones, so they called us Kick Boys. But then once we started to develop the brand, we were like, you can't just be called Kick Boys.
Do you perform, doesn't matter who calls you to perform, you'll perform for teen parties, high school, college, all of it, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you just want to get your music out there, and you definitely want to feed the people. So that's what we're about. Feeding the people.
Sounds good. And like I said, who were some of your influences? Because when I read your bio, I was like, what? I think I saw Mos Def on there.
Yes.
And I don't usually hear that from people, that they're influenced by such a conscious rappers.
Yes, I love Mos Def. He had a song that kind of shaped my whole existence as far as music goes. Like when I watched the movie Brown Sugar, the movie that his character Cabby performed, it's called I believe it's called Brown Sugar with the parentheses fine.
Okay.
That song it made me realize that this is kind of what I want to do. I want to be involved in music in some way, shape, or form.
Very good. And where do you see yourself? I ask all my guests. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Musically?
Musically, I feel like I'll be progressing. I'll probably be doing more songwriting for people. If I haven't broken as an artist of my own, I'll definitely still be producing, still with tech support. We have a lot of things that we're working on right now, so it's kind of like I'm just trying to stay busy. I'm trying to stay focused on all aspects.
I admire that you said even if you're not able to break into music with your own music, that you have a plan B, which is to write for others. And you make a lot of money in writing as well.
Yes, you do.
A lot of people, they're still making their living from writing.
Yeah.
Right? Writing for, what's his name, Frank Ocean? He writes for a lot of the bigs. He writes for Jay-Z.
Sure. James Fauntleroy, who's one of my favorite artists, one of my favorite singers. He just wrote he co-wrote Justin Timberlake's last album.
Now I'm going to ask you a question because people might ask, because we're talking about you writing a song. You can answer or just give us a ballpark figure. You don't have to give us, is it inexpensive? When you write a song for someone, because I'm sure somebody's going to say, well, can you write me a song about, is it expensive? Is it costly?
I mean, at this point right now, I want to put myself in a position to start really making money from this.
Okay.
Because I do have a future that I would like to, start focusing on.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, costly, I'd say that you pay for what you get, and I feel like I'm worth what I feel like I'm worth what I'm worth.
Okay.
And I just kind of want to be appreciated. I don't want to feel like I don't want to deteriorate my value for anything, not for credit, not for anything. I just want to remember who I am and remember why I do this and the standard that I hold myself to.
Now, selling your CD when it comes out, are you going to do what other rappers did back in the day, the street sales? Put the CD in the car, go through the neighborhood, sell the CD to the street. Is that an idea? Is it something you thought about or no?
Those, like my crew and my colleagues and my team, we all kind of like, we think that every time I start to put out a project, but I feel like I make the biggest impact via internet. I feel like, I guess I have a really good online presence.
Oh, you do?
A lot of extensive networks.
Do you have a lot of followers?
Not as much. I had to restart. I restarted my Facebook and my Instagram and my Twitter pages all for purposes of getting like the history of the whole comments, everything just started fresh. That's what I wanted to do. Start fresh.
Okay. So we're getting ready to wrap up Aaron Rushing the party, right?
Party.
Are you in school at this time?
No, I'm not in school.
Okay. Did you go?
Oh yeah, I took music classes at Brookdale.
Okay.
They kind of make you, when you take a humanities music course, they offer audio mixing classes. They offer like instrumental music classes, and they were all very, very helpful to my progression as an artist and as a producer.
Do you think that what are one of your weaknesses? Do you think you should be a little bit more aggressive right now, getting yourself out promoting?
Nah, I feel like one of my weaknesses is, I guess, to be honest, I don't want to sound arrogant or cocky or anything, but I don't know if I can point out any weaknesses. I feel like I do everything that I can do to the best of my ability.
Okay. And do you take advice? Can others direct you?
Yes,
That's
definitely.
not a problem.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm saying if someone was willing to manage you, you'd be okay. You're willing to take constructive criticism.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You have to be able to understand other people's point of view.
Yeah.
And that's one of the issues I had before. I was kind of like, all my friends used to try to tell me the truth, and I was like, oh, you hate and blah 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 blah. But you know what? When you realize it, when all the chips fall and everything is gone away, and you're still standing right there, what that means.
Okay.
Exactly.
You want to take us out of here with one last song, something special off the album? Give us another song, just something short, something sweet, because we're done.
Yeah.
And one last plug for Aaron Rushing.
Party.
Do it.
Definitely.
Let's go.
I have a song on there. It's called Headache Love. It's just something I wrote because relationships aren't perfect. And the concept of the song
Is everything on the song romantic? Is it based on your relationship?
In a way.
Is that where this came from?
In a way.
This is coming from the heart?
Yes.
Oh,
in a way.
I like this. Okay.
Thank you. It's called Headache Love, and it's pretty much saying, the saying of the song is, love isn't perfect, but it's worth it. So.
Love isn't perfect, but it's worth it.
So, you got that headache type of love, that I can't get enough, but I'd rather start with you, because you're the one I want. So when it's good with you, it's great with us. I'm still working.
All right.
Yes.
It was nice to meet you, Aaron.
Nice meeting you. Thank you very much
And
for having me.
hopefully the next time that we speak or that I see you, it'll be on stage.
Definitely, that's the goal.
Somebody will book you, and they'll be telling me that you're signed again. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you guys, and once again, join us again for the BBPN show on our new day and time, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. to 8:30. Thank you.